Hopefully, everything's good to go here. Okay. Where? Yeah, I didn't realize that had that specialty of... Thank you for that. We'll just start over. Wandersong. Yes, before we start this stream, I understand that I have mispronounced Wandersong so often in that video. I'm just gonna pretend like it was purposeful. But we're gonna go back to the basics here in terms... Sound is loud. Okay, hold on. I can take care of that. Hopefully it's that. Any better? Hopefully that's good enough at this point. Let me know if it's not, but if we're good to go. So this is the game that I tried to stream last week before Comcast decided that bad things were going to happen. This is Frostpunk. This is created by 11-Bit Studios. They are known for this war of mine. I will note that dynasty on the Newton and the Apple tree. This is a simulator... I don't want to say simulator game. It's a resource management game that you have to make tough decisions in. Now, granted, one of the things I noticed this time around, because I have to start over with a new scenario, is the fact that you can customize the scenario. Right now, they keep everything medium, but you can do extreme, which is basically, oh, everything is going to be bad. Yeah, I could probably do Katamari Scream. But for now, that'll be after my end of year deliberations, for sure. Because I need to focus on those for the time being. I know we saw this last time. For those who didn't, we're gonna stay around. Still love the artwork, though. You've been playing that for a while now.
Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly.
After the end of the year stuff, I will probably be focusing on Legend of Heroes, doing the Killer 7 review, of course, but playing Legend of Heroes and then looking at a new way of looking at things.
We lost our world to snow. And with it, our last trace.
I mean, it happens. I mean, wouldn't being in the clock tower be... Well, I guess it'd be more in the air, so...
We bid farewell to
the giveaways will be with those lists.
those who remained.
It's part of what's built into the lists themselves.
We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us.
On the Killer 7,
It was hope
I'm unsure yet, but
that
I will let
pushed
you
us
know.
forward,
Because that will come afterward.
slowly, step by step.
So dramatic.
We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price
I like how
100 times.
despite the fact that a bunch of people had walked in front of them, they made two different paths still. Like, if it was me, I would be like stepping in everybody else's footsteps because I wouldn't want to track through all that stuff. Of course we have to survive. We always have to survive. So, same thing as before. Have not played 8. Would have to look into it. So we need to stockpile some coal. So what we need to do is we need to just tell all the workers, you know what? We need coal. We need coal badly. But in the meanwhile, while everybody else is working, we do need other people to just start engaging in things. Camera controls for anybody interested. WASD, of course. Zoom in with the mouse wheel. Rotate using Q and E. Simple enough. Makes sense for the stuff here. We need wood and steel for construction and research. We need coal to power the generator, so coal is probably more important. Steam cores, part of advanced buildings. Raw food is used to prepare food rations, so we will need food, of course. But it doesn't actually say how to get those. Let's have some workers here gather some wood too, and some steel while we're at it. Oh, that's another coal pile. I want steel. Yeah, that's 10. Okay. And we'll wait for them to get some resources. So the idea here is that you need to keep this is like the last bastion of civilization, and well, you got to keep people happy and surviving. Now the thing is that you got to be cautious because, well, it's not a nuclear winter. They don't specifically say that, but your real source of heat is going to be the generator once you turn it on, which I don't know. It says go to stockpile some coal up to 200, but I'm hesitant to wait that long. So right now, that you see the body warmth of everybody there, but there's not much in terms of the heat, even with these little like pyres and everything. So once we get, I'm gonna say 100, we're gonna turn on the heat, and hopefully that will be enough. Actually, considering we've got workers who are not doing anything, might as well have them do something. I'll keep 5 around just in case I see something else, because I don't know where our food resources are going to be here. That's a big question mark. Actually, I don't know how we got into this situation, and considering that everything is surrounded. It's a little bit of a problem. You can speed up time. Okay, that's good to know. Let me see. Yep, 2. So they got hotkeys for it. 1, 2, and 3, I'm assuming. Yep. So that's good. We don't have to wait for people. We can speed things up. That's a nice little touch. Construction. All right. I usually wait for these tutorials to start, building stuff, but the fact that it told me to do it, okay, fine. We need some shelter for people to sleep in. And we're going to try to pack in as much as we can around this area, because once we turn on the generator, you'll see why. But that does mean I need to... I'm going to take off some workers on this. Because we'll need somebody to actually work on them. Actually, hold on a second. Do the engineers count there? Or is it just random people doing it? Because I see 26, and I didn't allocate that many people. All right, we're going to turn the generator on. This is going to be our source of heat. This is going to be what drives us forward. and there is a heat zone. So basically, okay, basically we need to find a way to get some heat. So if we look at the temperature overlay, we're noticing that there is some heat now radiating from this, and people around this will be able to get the heat from it. The kind that makes your brain hurt? Yeah. It's at Steam level 1, and you notice here, people in this are going to be warm, and so they're going to want to stay around here. And we're going to stay at the Steam level for the time being because we do need to do some things. But we got some homes made. Secure road. Build a hunter's house. Okay. So we need to build some food. We need a hunter's hut. All right, simple enough. Let's build it there. We're going to back off a little bit on the coal because we do have obviously needs for the generator. It's 6 coal per hour. What is my consumption rate? 240 a day, 144 taking it away. I like that. I like that's clear, concise, easy to see. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the Steam levels because I wonder, there's going to be a moment where you're going to have to back off the Steam and you're already at like level 2 and level 3 around this circle. So I see that being a possible problem. We're also going to build, oh, we need more wood. Where is everybody? And we're going to have some workers. We're going to actually put a bunch of workers in the hunters portion because we're going to need all we can at this point. We have a little bit more than what we need here, so I'm going to take 3 of those workers because I'm afraid that we're going to need food. We're going to need a lot of food. And we're going to need... We still need wood. We need our guys to go back out and get wood. Where are you guys going? Are you the hunters? I know you're supposed to be able to click on these people in particular, or I'm not exactly sure what you guys are doing. They look like hunters. I guess they're going off to hunt. Discontent and hope meter. That would obviously we have Monokuma's unfortunate nemesis here, and then this really should. I really need a mod that says despair here. Hunters. Yeah, I did that. Hunters. Okay. So they work a specific time. So they go out at night, where probably everybody else is resting. 50 homeless. Well, we do sort of need to deal with that now, don't we? Let us... we need to build... And we have one sick now. Ugh. Okay, let's build another tent. We need to deal with this homeless situation. Actually, we're going to build... We're going to get more people out here. And we're going to wait on the steel a little bit. I don't think I need so much steel early on. It's throwing a lot at you to begin with. Sick can be treated. Gravely ill can receive radical treatment. Care house. Ooh. So, like, people who are, like, gravely ill... Interesting. That is something I'll have to keep an eye out on. We don't really have the resources, and I don't really want to build a health tent for one person who's sick. I'm hoping that bed rest helps him. We do have laws that we'll have to deal with sooner or later, but the game's not introducing them, so... I know these games can be very, very hard to get into for people, especially, like, there's just so much it throws at you at the first days. And, like, I see a game like this where part of the thing that you want to do is put those feelings of those hard decision making portions on, that it would be hard to teach people in a way where they run into that situation without it feeling easy. The Sherlock games, I heard good things about one or two of them, but I admit I have not looked into them. I'll search around for it. I wonder what the health insurance is like. If it's anything like the health insurance problems that I dealt with, probably bad. Oh, great. Now we got 2 sick. Henry. Oh, so it's a kid. Why? Wait. Why are you going to play if you're sick? Very low risk of getting ill. Wait, what? He is ill. Okay, that is a little confusing there, but this is kids we're talking about. Day and night cycle. City wakes up at 6 a.m. People still have free time until the work shift starts at 8. Unless there's construction work to do after that shift, they're free. You could extend the 10-hour work shift. I'm not going to do that for now, because, yeah, I would like to get things up and running, but number 6 is we don't have enough materials. Perhaps a short burst of effort. All right. Okay, so I could make people work for 24 hours and rise discontent to save 2 people. I'm hesitant to do that. If that number gets to 5, I'm a little bit more wanting to do that. But, and what is our consumption looking like? I do want to keep this a little bit high. I don't want to take too many resources away. So I think I'm going to just stick with what I've got right now in terms of resource balance. Actually, I am going to take away 2 from here and move 2 of them over here. Of course there's plenty to do. All right, so we've got all of our workers here. I guess I should be using my engineers, too. I don't know what the difference between an engineer and a worker is, though. I wish the game would have told me this. Can't use an engineer there. I can there. So I guess I'm going to use some engineers here. I guess these are people who can work on buildings, too. That would make sense. So far, I've only gotten so far at this. I mean, you guys are seeing me play the game for the first time, so I haven't necessarily can really answer that question yet. Based on the difficulty settings, I would say that it can be really hard, but right now it's on a normal setting, and it's giving me time to grow into it. So we'll see. It is that kind of game, though, like this War of Mine, where you do sort of want that difficulty. You don't want things to go nicely from a storytelling perspective. Okay, I think I can now build... No, I need 25 wood. What is my wood at right now? I do need wood, though, to also prepare the food. All right, I need that first. Again, 2 people for everybody else. I can't give that up. So this is the kind of game where it's wanting you to make hard decisions. And needless to say, and it looks like our hunters are back, I expect a lot of hard decisions to be made in this game. Hopefully, before the time is up, we'll have... enough to work with here. Okay, so yeah, The number of engineers are people who can actually build, so I'm actually going to take one of them off so that he can help with the buildings. Don't have enough wood. Everything else is looking okay. We have a bunch of raw food, but nowhere to cook it yet. But we should be fixing that in a moment. Hope is still high. Yes, this is by the this War of Mine devs. With basic resources, we could try to rescue people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expeditions. You'll need a workshop to design plans. Okay, so interesting. We have to actually help people. But before we go looking for more people, I want to have a little bit more other resources here. We're actually going to take a couple of resources from you. We're going to have you work in the kitchen. Same with you. So we're going to get some food going. We can build that medical post now. I don't think we're going to get that done by the end of the day, though. Because I believe work ends at 1800. What does that percentage mean? Okay, we're going to need more people to go and get food because we're going to be running low on supplies. We also need a lot of other stuff. Food and hunger. Okay, so raw food is 15, 30, 2 food rations per raw food unit. Okay. We did get the medical tent up. We do need engineers in there to, looks like, work it. So, hopefully, we don't have any problems here. We'll just have 2 doctors at this point. Okay, so workers can only do... Okay, so there's certain types of buildings, and that makes sense. Like, you wouldn't want an engineer being a hunter because he's probably best used elsewhere. Which makes sense. Let's move along. I'm going to use the speed a little bit more. People are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill. I'll provide shelter. You'll have to provide... Okay, I can do that. Oh, I provide shelter for everyone. Oops. So now we obviously have a hard decision to make because the thing is, I only have room for a certain amount, and I'll need more coal. Thank you for that. I did not actually mean to... I wanted to do some, but now I'm going to try this objective to try to provide shelter for everybody. That means I'm going to need to focus on getting... I'm going to actually not even bother with steel right now. Because I'm going to need all the coal I can get. Because right now, what is it? Because we do have temperature coming up of a drop, which I'm assuming means that I'm going to need more coal during that time. Now, we do have a reasonable coal advantage, but I'm hesitant to say that everything's going to be okay. We're going to maximize the wood used, though, because that's obviously going to be needed. We do need to get that food out, so let's back off this a little bit. Let's back off that a little bit. And we're going to... We are going to use those people. I don't want to not get steel, but I feel like we do need some steel. And I do have some engineers at hand. Yeah. Oh, wait, but I'm going to be building those buildings. Oh, I'm not thinking about things. See, that's the brilliant part about some of these building games, is the fact that you is the question of what is the best way of doing it? Well, there's hundreds of ways of doing this. There's hundreds of ways of being effective at this, but you have to try to figure out what is upcoming. Use the information in question to help yourself out, and hopefully I can deal with these scenarios before they become major problems. Now, actually, it looks like, now that I'm noticing, everything is already built. I'm going to need more wood, which is going to take some time. So I'm actually going to put 2 of those workers back on the wood. And that leaves me 6 out of 15 that are not. I'll put 2 more on it and wait for this. So, again, you got to be... The idea here is that use your resources wisely, but understand that you know, like, for example, you need to be able to deal with these scenarios that come up. Like, right now, it says my coal is about 2 days' worth of portions, and I've backed off a little bit. I do wonder if this temperature significantly dropping, am I going to run into this problem? Because I'm going to also... Ooh. I'm going to also need to move the coal usage up more, because I'm going to need to extend myself. So you know what? I'm not going to even bother with those guys, because we need... So, like you just said, like I see here... Day 3, I see that day 4, the temperature is going to drop significantly. So I'm assuming that's what you're talking about with weather forecasts. In terms of, oh, we know that the temperature is going to drop. I know I'm going to need more coal. All right, let's actually speed this up a little bit. Let's get our resources going here. Get our guys going here. Work has started. Okay, hold on. We're going to slow down again, because I know I can build another tent, and we're going to need that. I'm going to keep 3 workers on that because of the fact that we're going to need more wood. And so I'd rather have only 3 people work on that for now. The question will be... Oh, I can't even move it up. Okay, that's something I didn't consider. That means I probably need that workshop. So I don't think I'm going to be able to provide the shelter that they need unless... I could use the extra workers, and I've got how many kids? I have 15 children that are not doing anything. So, like, this is the moral idea and dilemma here. So, I'm about halfway to hope. So everything is looking okay for now. But I know that if I want to hit that objective, I'm going to need the extra portion. So, you know what? I'm going to sign this. I'm going to sign child labor. Okay. And I'm going to... Yeah, they may not be used to working and may get hurt, but you know what? It's part of the deal. I do want to leave... I feel like I need to leave one person in there just because I don't want all the children to be making the food. I feel like that just seems like a mistake. I do need... I feel awful for doing this. I really do, but kids, you're in a harsh reality now. I'm sorry. I can see why that would make you want to play Prison Architect. Okay, we got a bunch of people back because of the wood crates, but we need more wood, so you guys are just going to go out here. We're going to need to build a saw thing to deal with all these other woods. At least it'll give the children a home. You're right. We do have 31 of 51 shelters right now. But the bigger problem is going to be... Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to have... How am I going to actually put anything down? Like... Okay, I don't know what streets are. But I have to think about this because... Okay. Okay. So I'm building that workshop. The problem here is that those people work in the workshop... Oh, it looks like they get insulation. Okay, so the work... It's probably good that I kept the workshop farther out because it has natural insulation because it's a workshop. Okay, that actually makes some sense. I do need more than one person building on it, though. So, I'll take that engineer. But there's 3 engineers available. And they're cooking food, too, so... I mean, hopefully they shouldn't be able to get into too much trouble. Okay, so we're done. 2 people are hungry, but 0 are starving. What is our food consumption like? We are still in a problem. What can I build? We got a cookhouse already. We got a hunter's hut. Don't know much of what else we can do here. We're going to need to build more tents, and we are going to run into a problem here because they need to be adjacent to a street. Okay, so I do need to build streets. So we're going to need one more of those. So that will complete our objective once we get to it. And you do have to realize that there is a period of time, like they said, during the night where people are still working on construction. They're not gathering resources. All right. Oh, research. That's a lot. We need people here first. And they're going to do that during the day, I'm assuming. Yep. Whew. Our hunters are going off. We're maximized on hunters too. I'm going to need to find ways to deal with the hunter portion. Okay. Each building has its own temperature portion. I am concerned about these guys because, okay, it's livable, but they're not in great condition. Actually, I do wonder now. Do I not have any more wood? I don't have any more wood. Yeah, I got one wood. So that's going to be an interesting. So I got coal for days now, but like I said, the temperature's about to drop. There we go. Hope rises. I came through for my people. And while, yes, there's a controversial law, I also fulfilled the promise. Yeah, hope decreased when I did the child labor thing. It was one of the conditions of the child labor portion that people are like, we're so desperate that we need our kids to, you know, work. And truth be told, we were. But it also showed that by completing this, that, yeah, I was right. It was a good idea for now. It could come and bite me later, but for now, that was a reasonable assumption. I need more wood. Dragnix 2019. Yep. Mm-hmm. Use that for whatever you guys want, because I sometimes don't think about things. All right, so once the research gets going, it'll be a question of what I want to look at. I feel like heaters may be the best thing. Ooh, faster gathering, though. The question will be, can I get enough things out of Hunter's Gear 2 is going to be a thing. It also wants me to make a beacon first. And we're going to need the people. Dragnix is slowly but surely becoming a totalitarian dictator. Hey, if the dictator keeps his mind on things and is of the people, it can work. It's just when you go mad with power. Thank you for that, Andrea. Not specifically, no. Mostly because you have Andrea there, but it's more so just finding the time at this point. All right, I think I'm going to probably build the beacon. Do I build the beacon or do I build the hunter portion? I feel like because the game asked me to actually do it, I will build the beacon first. But the hunter thing will come next because we do have this food shortage problem, and it's going to rear its ugly head soon. I am concerned about how badly this is going to affect us. And there's a range setting and overdrive. We may have to do some overdrive stuff. Okay, not anybody about to die. Yeah, then I would probably look to you, Dynasty, or honestly, I don't play that many multiplayer games, so I usually focus on more single player based experiences. But yeah, I mean, there are games that I would look for, and if there comes that time, I'd probably ask you or. Okay, so it's cold at home and it's cold at work. Okay, so it's literally interesting. It is getting cold, and these guys are actually cold. Do I overdrive this for the time being? Oh, I need the resources. So I need the wood. Oh, so it looks like because it's so cold out, it actually reduces efficiency, which makes sense. So I'm less efficient in everything I do. Terraria, man, Terraria is one of those games that are just not my style too. Yeah, maybe one of these days, Dynasty. I can't say for certain. With the job search going on and these videos going on, a lot of my free time's taken up. But I do want to do more stuff. Generally with community and more. Like interacting with people, so it's just a matter of time and resources, just like this game. But get heaters. Well, the problem is that I have to. You know what? You're right. At least those guys can start on that portion. Oh, it's going to take them 7 hours. Yeah, well, so I'm searching for a new job down in Tampa, in Orlando, where Andrea is. It's more so me wanting to be near her and wanting to find an appropriate job with it. Oh, we're out of... Oh, co-pile depleted. I'm like, oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, I know. Uh-oh. Yeah. I mean, okay. I'll be a little bit lenient. Stupid kid using an axe and probably chopping his own arm off. Okay, so I got a bunch of workers again, but I need to allocate them quickly. Wood crates. Was that... No, I depleted steel. Oh, we got frostbite. No, I'm not building a fighting arena. No! I'm not willing... Okay, so one person has frostbite. Fine. I'm not willing to do anything with that. Yet. That number rises. Yeah, but I can't... We need the resources right now. It looks like the coal, though, is doing its job. So... Oh, we got two Gravely. Okay, you, select. I don't want you... So how do I tell you specifically not to work? So we got Seth Hosley. Okay, so Seth Hosley is working here. Let's tell you... I'm going to dismiss you for now. I don't want you working. I've got heaters on the way, but it's about an hour. So I can use take radical treatment to try to cure them or sustain life, and they could be amputated. Yeah, I'm gonna sustain life for now.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Why take man, Fred Simmons? I hope you don't become one of them, because unfortunately that means you're gonna die. Frostbite I would theory stop being as common. Yeah, with heaters you would think, but somewhat. The thing is that where's the heater going to go? Like, it'll heat things during work hours, sure, but like if they're coming out here, exactly what is going to be done? All right, the next thing we need to do is the beacon. How do you decrease discontent? Probably dealing with the citizens' needs. Like, okay, right now discontent is rising because it's cold, and so I need to deal with the heaters and deal with the gravely ill, which it's the red and the blue here. I'm assuming who's the one person that's not? I'm assuming it's that kid. Okay, no gravely sick right now. That's important. Okay. Whew. See, this is I can get into this type of game. Now, granted, it will drive me absolutely nuts when things go wrong, which they should. All right, we're gonna travel fast speed here because there's nothing really going on in the night. Everybody should be sleeping. The hunters are out. I do like the cold effects around here. That's pretty neat. Snow effects are pretty good, too, for the level of detail here. Going fast. A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she might get injured. We could look the other way this time, but others may see... This is a hard one. You want to seem kind, but it could lead to this. No, we're not going to make an exception. She is part of the crew. She's going to have to deal with it. I do wonder though, can I build How do I build the heaters in question? Is my question. Like, I built heaters. Are they automatically there? That is a question right now. I do want to see... Okay, I'm going to put this in the overdrive a little bit to help with heat. But I got to watch this. Lack of medical care. Okay. We're going to... take some engineers. Move them over here, because we do want... There's enough people here where the engineers need to be used. It's very cold here. Is there any place where it's not that cold? Oh, okay, good. So, I can move all you to over here. Oh. Of course now you show up as very cold. Okay, well, that doesn't really help. It would have been nice to see that beforehand. It was actually at 1 or something. Okay, these guys are coming back. What do I do? What do I do? Let's build some roads. Oh, did I not? Okay, I'm going to build a resource post to try to help out things. We're in overdrive, but we're not at any dangerous level yet. And the temperature is going to rise in a little bit of time. Okay. Okay, so certain places. Okay, well that's not anything I need though. They're all close enough. I need them. I need those heaters like out here. So that doesn't actually help me right now. Is that what I wanted to build? I wanted to build a gathering post, not a resource depot. I'm a dummy. But it's not like it would be bad to have it. In the long run, it'll be helpful. We got 11 people not working. We probably should use them in some capacity. But it's almost the end of the day, so you know what? I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so we got 2 gravely ill. We have... He's in home. Beacons go and find people to bring to your place. So, okay, so we do that. I do want Hunter's gear next because we do need more food in the big picture. Construction-wise, I'm assuming, yeah, we can build a beacon now. All right, so this is going to be resources. Right now, I don't really need something specific. I'm going to make it coal for now because it's the closest thing that we could use. So yeah, the beacon is the idea of the beacon here is that it goes out and provides something for people to find, so that hopefully, we'll be able to grow our numbers, which means more people to feed, but also more workers to be able to do more. Actually, let's take off 2 engineers here so we can get all the work. You're right, and it's a double-edged sword. It's the question of, can you keep up with that status? And specifically, there is going to be people. It probably will change hope in terms of people being like, oh, you know, so I have 3 days to open a post. But I feel like the post that we have is going to be okay with the temperature going down. So I'm going to promise the sick will be treated. But, but for the time being... Okay, so we have the beacon. Which is basically a hot air balloon. How those other people are surviving is beyond me. Okay. So we want to rescue... Send scouts here to learn more about this place. So I think we're going to need the... Oh, we need to create resources for scouts. Okay. So we're going to need to make some scouts. Okay, so we have scouts going. We use some resources to make some scouts to go find those people. Which, okay, so they need a bunch of stuff. That makes a lot of sense. Looks like you could also turn the beacon off. So, like, if I find that, okay, hold on a second, I don't want to find more people, I can just, and not use the temperature. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So there's a lot of control of what you've got here. Hope is still up. Yeah, people are saying that there's bad health care. I understand that, but I'm hoping people are happy that we have the beacon. Cool. Cool. Everything is working out so far. I am assuming that something bad is going to happen soon. Our hunters are going off to cook or eat. Actually, that is something I need to look at. How is our food economy? How is our... How is... We get less overdrive. Yeah, it's more cold, but I can't keep the generator running at that full speed. And we're about to get some help. What is our food situation like? I do forget what I need to click on to... So that's the medical post. That's the cookhouse. It's 30. Okay, so we really do need more people. We need more hunters. We need more food. We haven't gotten to the point where we're in too big of a panic, but all right, we're going to speed up a little bit here. What we do need, though, we're going to need steel. We're going to need steel. We're going to need that wood. I'm going to leave some engineers off for now. It does seem at the start of the day, like if I have the fast speed on, it will actually stop me at the start of the day. Scouts have reached the lost expedition. Cool. Explore. Escort. Scouts will set out toward it and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. Yeah, no, escort them. There's no reason for them to go on their own. Yeah, it may take them a little longer, but you know what? It's worth it. All right. Yeah, people are depending on you. You're not allowed to die. Yeah, it is one of those, you're going to end up fiddling and fiddling and fiddling and fiddling some more. I did have a huge giddy smile most of the time. It was one of those situations where it's like you can't help but be happy with the game and what it has to do, what it is showing you. Like, even when a problem came up, like, you know, there was a bug or something, like, it was a bug that I always smiled at. What's going on with the Steam? Okay, the temperature came down. So it only came down a little bit, but it looks like it's going to be enough to help people. I'm going to need another medical tent, though, because this is going to be a problem. Yeah, one sick absence. I'm willing to. If they're about to die, I'm willing to deal with this. So I'm gonna need all the help I can get. I'm assuming making it more comfortable in the health tent is going to make it so that the people who are in there are more suited. Ooh. I don't have... we can't afford it. We can't afford it right now. Wood is becoming a problem in terms of the resource. Do I build another medical post? No, because I got more houses at this point. So we have a bunch new workers now. Data. Yeah, I'm assuming people being cold are going to not be happy. How are you guys going to get down? Oh, I'm assuming with whatever's... Okay. So we got to build... Let's pause here. First of all, we're going to need to build some streets. then we're going to need to build more houses. But the thing is, I don't think we have that many resources. Yeah. So that is going to be a problem. We need all the wood we can get. Okay, so our scout is waiting for us. We could send him to a gloomy cave. Or we can send him to a crash site. I'd rather have the crash site because they probably more resources there. In the meanwhile, we need more workers. We have all these workers now. They need to be put to use. We don't have much wood places left. Might as well get more of the steel. And what should we look at now? We're going to get more scouts. Faster gathering. I don't think the gathering is the problem right now. We're going to need sawmills and steelworks and coal thumpers. I'm going to start with the sawmill because I think we're going to need that more than anything else. I'm trying to take care of the ill. It's just that I am running out of resources really quickly, and the new people coming into town, they sort of need houses. I got 2 days to do it, though. So I'm hoping that in time I'm going to be able to do more. The resources are going to be huge for this, though, because I'm going to need... Because the problem is that now with these people here, even if I ignore it and just go focus on the sick, they're going to turn... I mean, if they don't have any home, they're out in the cold, they're going to get sick. So I have to build the homes. And each of these are 10, so I'm going to need 2 more of these. The question is, it's 25 wood. That's 10 wood. Is there any... Yeah, you see, right now, the wood, I don't have much wood elsewhere. I'm going to need the sawmill. 5 are hungry. I understand that. But I only have so much to give. See, things are starting to... It's starting to get more complicated, and I see that the temperature is going to get even worse over time. So I think one of the things I need to focus also on is... It looks like it's going to stay cold, so I may need to up my resources in terms of the area. Now, I do wonder if the sawmill, if I can put it out here, or do they have to drag this, build a saw by nearby? So, okay. Things are getting complicated. I mean, they're right. But I mean, secure at least livable living conditions. So that's livable. That's livable. I mean, you're not, but how do I fix that? I probably shouldn't have taken that. That's probably going to come back and bite me. Mm-hmm. So we got 9 people. I'm even more sick. No, I need the people. I need the homes. Oh, but I have enough. Sweet. I have enough to do all 3 of those. We're gonna need another hunter's hut. Just there's gonna be no questioning that. We're gonna need the sawmill once it gets back up and running here. Woo! It is... Okay, so good. Now, all of my guys are taken care of. That's good. I'm gonna put some engineers here. That will help with the sick problem. Let's consume a little bit more. Let's try to help out. Scouts have reached the crash site. That's okay, so explore. Might provide raw food and wood. Good. So we got 34 and they got a bunch of wood from that. That's good. Now the question is, do they just go directly to... They found the observatory. Do they go there or do I take... No, I need those resources. I'm going to have them come back. There are so many decisions to make in this game. And I'm enjoying every moment of it, but man. We're going to turn the heater on. We're going to make sure... How can I help you guys? Because I can't give you guys heaters in the tents. But I'm wondering... So, let's do that again. Okay. Not really. Interesting. So... Again, there's going to be moments in this game that you're not going to be able to do everything that you want, or you're going to fail at certain portions. I mean, there's no question of that. Because again, you're learning. You're learning for the first time what's happening, what's going on. But it should be doable the first attempt on normal mode, and I feel like I'm on my way there. I mean, hope is... Even though I am a little bit concerned that I'm going to hit this ill portion, hope is winning pretty well on discontent right now. People are generally happy with me. I really don't want to... So I can overcrowd. Yeah, but the problem is that I don't have the food to do that. Really? I'm willing to take the hope and discontent. Eating soup will cause discontent, though. We're gonna wait on that. On the subscribe star, maybe. The question will be, like, I don't necessarily... I'm not doing this full time, so I'm hesitant to take things like Patreon or anything, but I guess donations isn't necessarily as bad of a problem. I'll think about it. I mean, honestly, I want to say no, but not for any specific reason. All right. Do I wait for this? I need the sawmill. So once the sawmill is in place, it's plopping down immediately. Because I need the wood. I keep on saying that. Okay, so they came back. I got a bunch of trees. Alright, we're going to go to the sturdy shelter. We're going to move back. We're going to get that sawmill built. Okay, so if I do that, it only does those. I see. I see. That becomes a bit of a problem. So I need to build a street here. And then I need to build a sawmill. And I know that I'd rather... Yeah. What is the worst example? The Rethroll versus your Ethereal. Ghost 1.0. It is by far the worst mistake I've made. Alright, add new research. We got the sawmill. Gathering would be nice. But I feel like I'd rather have the upgrade heating-wise. So I'm going to go to the drawing board to allow us to look for more heat. Okay, I got 15 people that are not working. Where are you people? I need all the engineers back to work on that. Some of them are there. Where are you people? Where's the rest of my workforce? Oh. They're on their way to places. This is the only one that's just less efficient. Steel. Yes, with Japanese game. And it also it is a really interesting. Oh boy, I am out of that wood already. It is an interesting cross between things. Like you're having to build your city, but you have to survive. You got to be careful. You're making all these choices. I need to build another food. I need more food. I need more food. I have 30 people not working right now. But not many of them are engineers. I don't want to send too many people out before this gets built because I'll just send all those people and then back. Because I mean, once this wood thing comes up, yeah, people are going there. I guess I could get more steel. Actually, I'm going to I'm going to send more children there. Because I don't want entire children working at a place. There we go. So we got... Okay, so we got Going to build, going to eat in treatment. Well, I'm going to bring back that down because I don't want my thing exploding. No, my audience won't let it live down, and I don't expect them to. I think... yeah. Area effects. Okay, yes, of course. That's what I saw before I built it. Only have... secure at least livable conditions in the homes. So the thing is that I'm assuming that means that it's all homes. I don't know why it's 0 of 2, though. Because, like, okay, this is livable. This is livable. But why is it 0 of 2? It's a question that I don't have an answer for. So this is functioning. We can put more people in terms of work. We're going to actually avoid some of the wood crates now, and we're going to make them hunters. Because we really do need those resources. The next thing after the heat portion, we're going to have to get some more coal. We got 3 days worth of coal, though. And we have how many resources? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can research level 1 technologies. Allows us to turn up the generator and extend the heat zone. I want to do that. I want that heat zone increased so we can help deal with that objective. We don't have a lot of time on it, but hopefully it'll be done by the time we're... and then we also need... We got 9 idle children, so we need to work off that. We need to take some workers here, put more children here, so that we can put more workers there. We have all the people with the health-wise. So many things to get your head around, and it is cool to see, but it's also like... I will say this. One of the reasons I don't necessarily review this type of game as much as other games is the fact that I have the tendency to restart. I have the tendency to be like, I feel like I could do that better, and then restarting the day and trying to make it better and better. And it gets to the point where it's like, well, wait a minute, I need to see it go past the next day. But here, because of the human element in interest, where it's like, you know that they're going to suffer, I'm less likely to do that. And that's interesting to say the least. I like how they just go off into the wilderness here with no plans or anything like that. All right, it's the night. Let's just speed up the night here because nothing's really happening besides people getting sick. Oh no, one of our people died. Even I, as the dictator of, cannot see myself not burying the dead.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
So our first death. It's stressful, but it's also, you want a little bit of stress in this type of game. Like, you don't want it to be too easy, if that makes sense. You do want it to worry on another death. That death is taking a toll. And I need more healthcare. And I don't know where I'm going to get it. Kingdom Death Monster. I haven't heard of that. Okay, we are losing people quickly. And we're going to get... It's even going to get colder. Interesting. Scouts have... We can put our dead to rest. Good. They're going to explore. Another city. We found a steel bridge. We will take the resources. But we're not going to go back yet. We're just going to move on to the steel bridge. Yeah, I've seen these mechanics in board games too before, so... Okay, so we got 5 more engineers going there. We want more engineers there. What are our 6... We got 1 idle worker, so that idle worker can go somewhere else. Go there. We have more... Don't go back. I need all you guys there. We'll put 1 engineer here, efficiency-wise. We'll also put a heater on so that they're not as cold. I know that's going to take more coal, but I think we're okay coal-wise. Oh, no, we are going to be losing coal. We're going to need that coal mill, but I think we're okay for now. I'm willing to take that risk. More people coming back from the steel. So it looks like it automatically, like people who are missing. Okay, 3 sick absences. Dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. Good question if you get max hope. I don't know. Where's our cemetery? It's like right there, right? Okay. We are doing better, but not... We are still in a bit of trouble. We're not going to make this. And unfortunately, that means we're going to fail that. I'm hoping the range upgrade will take care of this one. It will... Oh, God, look at that. It's going to happen, like, literally an hour and a half before. I'll have to look into that one. I mean, I've been looking for board games to play. I just don't have a lot of people to play it with. Workers, we have... Let's dismiss you guys. I don't want you guys... We have enough workers that we can fill up here. Wood crates depleted. Oh boy. We need that coal machine. We just do now. We're running low on... Yeah, of course, Andrea, but right now... But it's like board games are like 3 or 4 or 5. But actually I would have to talk to her because I don't think she plays a lot of those types of games. Okay, so wait. Consumption. Range. So now... Okay, so I met the livable portion. That's good. What would you say is your favorite? Oh, God, I'd have to think about that. It's been a while. All right, I need coal. I need coal. I need coal. It's the... I'm assuming that one doesn't take people to do, while that one does. So I'm going to start with the first one. Ah. Whoa. Okay, so there's a huge negative if you don't hit those, if you make a promise and it fails. So that is really, really good to know. Well, oh God, actually the first time I think I ran into TB was his the copyright problem he had with Gary's mod. Or Gary's incident mod. Gary's incident. Okay, they're at the winter. Oh, sure, I would love automation. Huge automat. Ooh. Okay, I need those resources. So you come back. And so we get giant robots. Abandon all hope. Find the bridge to waterproof, but raise questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automation under the engineer? We'll find out. Okay, hope falls slightly. Well, I did what I could. Okay, it's night. I need to do what I can. We are getting to the point where we are in trouble in certain areas. Embrace despair. Embrace Monokuma. Yes. All hail Monokuma. But I'm assuming that if I'm able to resolve this, it's going to have the same effect. But I do need the deal. I need that coal. I really do, because that temperature is going to drop again. People are dying. Wonder if the game will have combat. I don't know how to... You know, I don't... Based on what I mean, there was combat in this war mine. It was really basic. But I feel like they're going to settle on more... like other behaviors at this point. Yes, Simon. That's the spirit. Alright, so we're going to do the coal thumpers. What are some of the best video game mascots in my opinion? Why is Bubsy in there? See, you know what? Who I would love to see come back? Gex the Gecko. Gex was cool, especially like when he had that James Bond thing on. Like he was satiring like the 80s and 90s. Okay. Get back to work, people. We need a coal thumper. Another one person died, though. We don't have much else, though, we can do. Gex the Gecko was one that I thought of. What can I do to help? Okay, let's look at the laws. No, I don't want an emergency shift. I don't want to do that. That's reasonable. No overcrowding, no food additives. I don't want a fighting arena. You know what? I do want to make a care house. No, not a care house. I want to make the funerals.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Who has time for that? You will. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, so we got those going. We are running lower on coal, but it's not that much higher than what we've got now, so they don't have food. That sucks. Now they do. Yeah, they're going back out into the wilderness. They are going to go... Do I take them to the weather station? Like, that's a long trip. But that could be... Like, I'm thinking if it's a weather station, it may help me against the cold. Do I need that, or would I rather have the observatory? How long does it take to get the observatory? 21. All right, let's go to the weather station. Storage is near capacity. Okay, so I'm actually overfilled on wood now, which is a fine problem to have. Resource depot. Any engineers? Because I do need engineers for that. Engineers, where are you? Take 2 of you guys. We found a boy frozen in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been that. He wants you to call. He says that his mother will wake up to attend it. No, he's got to face his loss, dude. We ain't having zombies in this city. I hope he realizes that. The last thing we need is more zombies. When is that thumper? Okay, so we got the thumper. So that converts things. Interesting. I don't need more wood. Steel isn't necessarily something I really need right now. I do need food. I do need medical. I am really needing medical. The scouts could help. The power could help. The steam hub. Ooh, there's so many choices that I can make here. I am gonna go I'm going to go with the medical post up. I'm going to go with the medical post upgrade. All right. Where are my engineers? Several of them are in here. So you know what? You're going to take one out. I'm going to take one of you out so that we can build that a little faster. Because we do need... Because these guys are literally doing nothing right now. Because they can't build anything because they don't have the place to put the wood. So we do need to also build the coal thumper. What is the description of by press washes? Okay. I need. I guess it's going there now. It's probably gonna need a heater too. Considering. Actually, come to think of it, you probably don't need any heater because yeah, you're like right next to the city. Same with you. Same with you. Wood. If somebody told me that they preferred Bubsy over Monokuma, I would say, you poor sweet child, you were not raised right. Or people have gathered the number of untreated sick, but you seem to ignore. Okay, I'll build another medical post if that's what you want. Sure. What if it was a close friend? I'd be concerned. I definitely need that medical post upgrade. Oh boy. And it's gonna get colder. Shit. Okay, everybody's at the burial ceremony. Coal thumper, okay. Take everything away from these things and put them on there. We are in a little bit of a pickle here because, unfortunately, we have a situation in which we are running out of things that our children can do. You failed it for the other yeah, I did. That's why I kept it. That's why I didn't go for that option. We are in trouble. Oh, they want another medical you need two. Well, you're just being difficult. I don't even have that many... I don't even have that many engineers. Can't sign a new law. I'm in trouble. Please save me. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna get these engineers from. What? Oh, because the cold went down. Oh boy. That sucks. Raise hope to oh god. So things are not working. We are literally at the end of our rope. So what we've learned is that regardless, I did bad. And I would it's something that I would learn for the next attempt. Obviously, I've learned a little bit more, but the one thing I kept on not doing is, you know, I apparently did not put enough attention on health. And it looks like that's probably because I overworked my workers. Oh, hey, automaton. So I have to consider that the next time. Maybe I need to back off my workers in terms of the resources. Okay, so the automatons storage limit. Coal. Streets. Generator heat zone. Automatons. Ooh. So they can replace an entire... So he can do all the work of one thing. That's cool. That's really beneficial. Now the problem is, it's come a little bit too late. As I have no idea where all my engineers are. They're all in health portions. Yeah, it looks like I will fail this attempt, but you know what? You live and you learn. I'm actually gonna let this fail to show you guys what happens. Yeah, I must have lost a bunch of engineers. I mean, I'll do some research, but I need... Okay, good. I raised hope. And immediately it's died. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is not going to work, but you know what? Oh, I don't have a street to connect to the generator. Yeah, so... And I'm running low on coal. So, my overall thoughts. There's a lot to construct here. There's a lot to go into. And obviously, even on a normal setting, it's going to take me a while to get an understanding of what the game has to offer. It's for a person who wants a challenge, because this isn't supposed to be an easy task. This isn't supposed to be, hey, this is the end of the world. Things ain't going to be easy. But I feel like now that I know this, I can go back and say, okay, I can get a little bit better, do a little bit better, be a little bit smarter about my decisions. Because obviously things are not working out very well. Yeah. So, is there any questions before I stop the stream? Because I've been streaming for an hour 30 right now. I love the presentation, love the music, love the atmosphere. It's just going to be a question of how is this going to play out at harder difficulties or harder days. Like, I feel like I didn't necessarily have a good roll the first time around, and I don't know how random this is in terms of like temperature rising and things like that. I'm assuming there is some randomization, but it won't be too randomized. Yeah, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do. Hope will rise slightly.
A new law has passed.
Yeah, we can wait till the settlement fails. I sort of don't want to see it. It's just like you've tried. You tried so hard. You came so far, but we're gonna speed this up. Because we're gonna need that coal. Okay, great. We have we have the place. Woo. Doesn't really matter. It'd be funny if I somehow get this up to 15 by the time we're done. I don't know how I would do that, but oh, so it basically told me that if I don't get my trust above 15, or the hope, that they're going to overthrow me. So it's going to fail in 1 day, 1 hour. Actually, no, I need you guys here. And I need that road constructed. And people just keep on dying left and right.
Work time. Get back to
23 hours. There's not much I can do. Scouts have reached the weather station. Great. Doesn't really help. Oh, good. It fell slightly. That's exactly what I needed. Ah. I don't know what I can do. You know what, though? Engineers... I can throw some engineers at these things. Because I only have 2 sick and 2 other people. So technically, I don't know why I need... but I'm almost out of coal. As you can see here, I got 10 hours. You know, yeah, there is probably an issue there. Wait, storage limit reached, but I don't have that many. That doesn't make any sense. And I don't have enough to... It doesn't... You see, that to me doesn't make any sense. What is... I have not played Grandia 2. Not that I remember. Alright. I know it's coming. Great. Woo. More coal. Yep. One person died. I'm just gonna fast forward to this, guys, because literally there's nothing I can do. Oh, good. They reached the winter home. Everyone's dead. Great. We are alone. Great. Even more people. As you can see here. And riots? Order and discipline. It's not gonna matter. We don't have any coal. I convinced the boat. Well, I think they will. I think you're gonna be okay there, because unfortunately this is gonna run out. And the heating is off. And we are going to die now. My time has come. Oh, I'm just sent off to die. Well, you all are just mean. I did my best. So, that is Frostpunk. Now, for people who are scared by this, though, note that you can customize the scenario very specifically. Like, I could say, oh, the people's needs, or the weather will be easier on me, or society's attitude will be really sensitive. So note that. But I could see why this would be an overlooked game. You could still win. I believe in you. Think it's a little late for that. I did my best. It is nice to see that the game stays within its themes. And honestly, I'm going to play this a little bit more to understand if it hits my gameplay and my other lists at some point. But I think that is a good indication for what the game has to offer for you guys. So I think I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you for coming out. It was 2 hours. And I will be doing this hopefully again soon. I don't know what the next game I'm going to stream is, though. I'm looking at the games that I need to cover. Maybe Crosscode. Crosscode or Zero Ranger. Those are the two possibilities. So, thanks for coming out. Again, if you want to talk more, I will be in the Discord. And I will see you all later.